Hello everybody and welcome back to World of... Really? I screwed up my intro. The intro that I do every day. Oh my god. Hello! Welcome to World of Warships Legends. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and we are back in the Alabama. Now we've been having a lot of fun in the Lightning and having some Yamatos and all of that stuff. And it's, you know, sometimes it's good to get back into ships we do all the time. Now the Alabama is one of those ships that I've really enjoyed. Not quite as much as I enjoy the Iowa, because it's just not quite as tanky as the Iowa is. It tends to get penetrated more often. Doesn't give up citadels quite as easy as the Iowa, but this match will beg otherwise. I have been doing a specific pattern of how I attack this map from this spawn, and generally I get away with it. And I say generally because I'm not going to get away with it this time. And I already knew, as soon as I got detected, I was like, oh my god, I feel like something bad's about to happen. And this is what I mean when I say that I am the most unlucky person in World of Warships. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. You know how many people do this? Like, how many... Oh, hey. Speaking of the devil, hi Iowa! You're giving up the best broadside ever. I am slightly angled at the moment. I am detected. But, you know, I just kind of feel like, oh god... Somebody just lit up. That means he probably fired at me. Martin, look out! Oh my god, no! Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Good. Oh my god. I quit. I quit! I just lost half my health because there are two Richelieus out there. The first one I got away with. The second one took half my health. Yeah. Thanks. Thanks. Appreciate it. Uh-huh. Yep. The most lucky person on the planet. But that being said, this is what happens when you don't give up and you keep fighting and then you go completely Super Saiyan on people. So we've lost half our health right at the beginning of the match, right? My team is going to be completely and utterly hopeless as usual. That's just the way my luck goes. I have the worst team 9 times out of 10. I get the worst RNG 9 times out of... Never mind. He says he gets the worst RNG and then he hits an angled Iowa and gets a Citadel. Of course he does. Couldn't Citadel the guy that was flat broadside. But if he gives me a little angle, that's when I Citadel him. Right? That's how that works. That's how Citadels work. He's going to get behind the thing. Are we actually... It looks like we might actually still be able to shoot him. Wait for it. Come on, baby. Looks a little low, or a little late, I mean. But we get a good hit. 7,300 damage, can't argue with that. I'll take it. Now, I'm using the mountain to my right to shield me from the two Richelieus that were already shooting at me, and one of them took half my health. So, that's going to allow me to focus on people with preferably not getting shot in return too much. I'm able to disappear until I engage. And again, I just want to use the island to protect myself. Focus on one person at a time. He's slowed down quite a bit. We get the shot off, and I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting too much out of this shot. Just a nice, good penetration. And that's what we get. 10,000 damage. Can't really argue with it. And now we're giving our broadside to everybody that is charged through the right side. Because our entire team came over here to the left, we have given up half of the map. And that allows the enemy team to get some juicy side shots on us. But I'm not paying attention to those guys at the moment, even though I know they're there, because none of them have shot at me at this point, so I don't really need to pay attention to them. Iowa's coming out now. It looks like he's not quite moving full speed, but I give him the full lead anyway, just in case. And are we going to get a good hit on him? Come on. Yep, down he goes. Must have been a right lead. Yeah. Remember how I said I don't have any RNG? Well, that's about to change. Now, the Iowa, we got 2 Citadels on. Got 65,000 damage now. We've got an Akatsuki out here. Just trying to make people miserable. And anytime I get a chance, I like to try to shoot. Oh, speaking of which. Hi, Fubuki. Nice of you to join us. You seem to have run into somebody. Did you kill that person? Because if so, this is the most epic karma on the planet. Fubuki sinks ship, runs into said ship, gets sunk. It's just karma. You gotta love it. So down goes a Fubuki, very dangerous destroyer. Not quite as dangerous as the Akatsuki, but, you know, it's still invisible and likes to shoot nasty torps at you. Hello, New Orleans. How are you doing? You know, you might have a heal, but you're not going to enjoy getting into a fight with battleships. Not in the open water. And, he gets away with it. 1 over penetration, 1400 damage. Not preferable. But, as you can see, now that we are, in fact, in danger of being shot by these guys, we are nosing in. There's no reason to stay broadside to these guys and just play with RNG and beg to get shot and citadeled again. Because we've already seen what happens when I get citadeled. I get citadeled usually more than once, because that's how it works. And King George just takes an absolute beating right off the bat. What would we do, like 15,000 damage with that salvo? Just not preferable. But when you're in a King George and you're sailing broadside on to Tier 7 battleships, or Tier 6 battleships, it's not going to end well for you. It just isn't. Tier 5 battleships for that. I mean, if you're in a King George and you're sailing broadside to battleships, it's just not going to end well to you. Of course, with the caliber guns that we're using, or as far as the size of the guns that we're using, the good old 16 inchers, you're not going to like, oh my god, that dispersion is disgusting. Yep. Down he goes. That's our, what, 3rd kill now? 3rd kill, 3rd Citadel. New Orleans just got deleted, but there's another New Orleans in the game who says anything he can do, I can do better. Okay? He was less than half health when he got hit and killed. I'm full health. Well, he just lost a little bit of his health. But I'm almost full health. There's no way that I can be deleted in one shot. Wait for it. Pow! Gone. Rip out of the building. He's going back to port. We get a devastating strike to add to our list of medals. And at this point, I'm giggling uncontrollably. And this is just the way that these games get you. Yes, I got citadeled for half my health right off the bat, but ever since, RNG has been pretty good to me. I can't argue with it. And King George is just kind of begging for it again. We've already taken over half of his health, and he's just giving it up again. And that dispersion looks very disgusting. And we get 1 penetration and 1 overpen. Less than happy, but hey, when you delete back-to-back New Orleans, one of them from almost full health, you can't really argue with a little bit of dispersion, okay? Especially considering how disgusting that looked to begin with. And then this guy's turning in towards us, so I aim a little lower because he's going to drive, or he's going to sail into it. We've got an Alabama out in front of us. And over the mountain and through the woods, we get another penetration. We get 2 pins, 1 shatter, and 1 overpin. So he's not happy. And he has very little health left. Somebody's firing high explosive at him. Looks to be a cruiser over there in our cap. He is now on fire. He's not happy with the way this match has turned out. And in a few seconds, he's not going to care whether, you know, he's on fire or not, because he's going to be dead. Oh, I actually did hit him. I was like, wait, I just screwed the pooch on that shot. That was terrible. But no, we hit him enough, and we get our Kraken. That's right, Kraken unleashed. And we're not done. Now, at this point, it is almost impossible for us to lose this match. Right? I mean, we're handily taking care of the enemy. We have absolutely single-handedly devastated the right side of the map, killing everybody that came out. And the Alabama's the last one that's left over here to challenge us. And our team has pushed over to the left, and they're moving up on the guys that are in their base. So as long as we kill this Alabama, we should be golden. And this is when the Alabama starts making mistakes. Now, I am directly ahead of this guy, spotted the entire time, have fired at him multiple times, and he decides, I'll give him the broadside. What's the worst that could happen? Okay. He got lucky. He got real lucky, in fact. I guess he started to turn in towards us a little bit, so maybe we got a little bit of bounces off the side of the ship there. He got lucky. But the problem with getting lucky is you tend to think that that's going to be a thing forever. Like, oh, he can't pin me. That's where you're wrong. I can most definitely pin you. I'm waiting for him to swing the rear of his ship out. I'm going to go ahead and... Oh, wait. Is he? Nah, he squared up to us. We're going to go ahead and put him right through the superstructure, get a good penetration, knock out some of his secondaries, but we still have the rear gun that's loaded. And this is what I'm saying about waiting for him to turn, and he does. He showed his hand, he wants to turn, and now we are just ready to absolutely obliterate him. 6 seconds until he dies. Wait for it. 3, 2, 1. Shot out. And... Oh, come on! Come on! How do I not get any citadels on the center mass at the waterline of a freaking Alabama? That's bullcrap. Bullcrap. Calling it. But with that being said, we are at 170,000 damage. There are only 3 ships left. There are 5 of us. We can't possibly lose this match, right? And here you see the amazing turning ability of the Alabama. Able to avoid those torps, no problem at all. But the Richelieus have other plans, and the people that overextended to their base are getting picked apart the same way that we picked our guys apart. This guy that's in front of me in the Amagi is going to charge straight ahead at that angry torp screen. You see the angry torp screen from miles away, and yet he drives right into them. I don't understand it, but maybe it's a thing that he's not used to the Amagi after the steering gears got nerfed, or the steering got nerfed on it. Maybe he just got caught off guard, wasn't paying attention, maybe he was looking down range. I don't know. But we saw those torps coming from a long ways away, and he drove right into them. So he's not long for this world, and with 2 Richelieus and a torpedo boat sending torpedoes, he's definitely not long for this world. I used the island as a screen to try to keep torpedoes from hitting me, and with him sailing out into the torpedoes, he's a dead man. And now it's a 2 versus 3. I don't like my odds. With a torpedo boat that is an Akatsuki, it's going to be very difficult for me to push forward. If I push forward, that boat's just going to stay outside my detection range and he's going to torp me into oblivion. So I start reversing. I have no choice. Put some distance between me and the guy shooting torpedoes, keep the Richelieus at a distance, and win a war of attrition. All I need is for my cruiser over there not to be a dummy and get himself killed. Right, so all I need is for me to completely clutch this 3 versus 1. And there's not much time left. So there is almost no way that I can pull this off unless I get some extremely lucky shots through the deck armor and get some citadels. 1 Richelieu is definitely going to die. The torpedo boat is doing his best to torp us, but with this much space at this range, I've managed to avoid all of his torpedoes, or they've run out of gas before they get to us. So, we're doing everything that we can to at least win, or try to win. We're going to get 1 more kill. It's not going to be enough to give us the lead, though, in points. They still have 2 ships to my 1, so they're going to have the points advantage because nobody has really gotten into either person's base. I think they had somebody in our base at one point, but I don't think we ever got anybody into theirs. So the points, even if we kill the same amount of ships as them, is going to be in their favor. But with that shot, down goes the 2nd Richelieu. We have now crossed 178,000 damage, 5 citadels, 6 kills. Can we get number 7? At this point, I probably should have started pushing. I got a minute and a half. I'm not going to get that many shots left. The Akatsuki is actually the better play here because this Richelieu is just going to tank me. Yes, I can do damage to him consistently by going through the superstructure down into the deck. That's why you see me aiming. It's a fast ship, so I have to aim a little lower than I'm comfortable with. But if I aim high like I do on the Iowa and such, while they're coming towards me, I end up missing. But you can see there, all we did was hit the front of the ship and bounce off, and everything else hit the water. It's not good. But I'm assuming I'm about to be torped, so I start to change direction a little bit. And we've got the Richelieu at distance. We only got 40 seconds left in the match. It's nowhere possible for me to win this match. Unless, of course, I get the RNG of Dreams, and again get a Citadel from plunging fire down and through the deck. But we don't. And unfortunately, we get a penetration probably on one of the guns, but didn't damage the gun. But we get a penetration that did no damage. Or maybe it penetrated the torpedo belt or something. Just one of those weird fluke shots where you can get a penetration signature, but you don't actually get any damage from it. And then, for one last fire, we go ahead, get the guns off, and the game's over. Unfortunate, but it is a thing. And we don't even get damage from that last shot because the game decides, this is long enough. But we did everything we could. We carried as hard as we could, and in the end, we failed. 178,000 damage, top of the leaderboard, 6 kills, multiple medals, Kraken Unleashed, Confederate, devastating strikes, first bloods, all of the medals, but not enough to win the match. So if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.